Hey people, it's Ruben from Hard Yakka Horticulture here, just showing you another soil test. So I've got my sample here. I'm going to do an EC test right now, which stands for Electrical Conductivity. That tells you roughly the nutrient value of the soil. It doesn't tell you exactly what nutrients are in it, but it tells you how much salts are in it, how much electrolytes are in it. Which is the nutrients are salts of various types. Sodium is obviously not a good one, but stuff like potassium, nitrogen, phosphorus, and all the micronutrients are all present as salts. So what I've done is I've zeroed my scales on this jar, and what you do is you need a few things. You need your testing. You need your jars to test it in. You need your scales. You need demineralized water or distilled water. You need an EC tester. There are versions that you just stick in the soil that do this, but I'm using the. I was trying to use the water tester ones. These test for pH as well, a lot of them. And you need some filtering material. Now the textbook says filter paper, but I'm just using cheesecloth folded over several times. An agronomist would probably have a fit if they see the way I'm doing it, but this is the way for a tradesman. This is really all we really need. So what you need to get is you need to measure out 20 grams of your soil sample. So that's why I've zeroed it. Fucking a bit too much there. Just sweep the stuff off the side. Pinch more. So that's currently at 19. Pinch less. Oh wait, it's sitting at exactly 20 now. And now, don't sneeze. So I need to get this very, very close to right. Now I add 100 mils of water, 100 grams of water, distilled water. So I need to be able to see my weights as I'm doing this. That's 99. Fuck. Bit over, but and of course just mobbing it there is just set the weights off. But that's roughly what I'll do. Now what I need to do is I need to stir this up. Spoon would be good, but so I'll hold this with my. There we go. Get all the nutrients dissolved in the water, because I think this is a better way of testing it, because it's through dissolving the nutrients into water that the plant takes up the nutrients in the soil. So I think this is a better way of testing it. Now I need another jar, so I'm just going to empty my Vegemite jar now. Don't need any more of this sample. I'll just take it back to the. Set the test off. So this is just a rough test, obviously. As I said, an agronomist would have a fit seeing me do this. And now what I need to do is I'm going to move that scales, turn that off, move it so I've got space to work. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter. I need to put the phone down to get the filter right. Sorry about that, guys. Just explain now what I'm going to do is I'm going to filter the water into the Vegemite jar, which is what the cheesecloth is for. Again, it says the recipe should say filter paper. So I'm going to give this another bit of a swirl. Make sure it's all dissolved. And I'm going to filter off the soil. I should ideally be waiting for this to drain through. This is a very time-consuming part of it to do it properly, but probably going to wind up losing a bit of the water sample. Yeah, it's coming through all right. Obviously filter paper would give better filtration. Yeah, see I'm losing bits of it's soaking off there, but should have enough water to be able to do the test either which way. Yeah, so I've got a squeeze that in there. So now I've got a cloudy solution of water and minerals from the soil, so I'm just going to turn on my tester and set it for EC. So it's saying microsiemens per centimetre. That's what I want. Submerge it in the solution. Yeah, it's at the right point. And looks like it's going to say around 369, 370 microsiemens, which is sort of roughly what I was expecting. Last time I did the test on the compost itself, it came up 500, but I've got it mixed half with sand from the dam, so that's actually a better result than what I was expecting. Oh well, as you saw in my previous test, it was about the soil texture test came up about 30. The soil texture test came up about 30% sand and 30% sand, 20% silt, 70% silt. So yeah, that's roughly a good result for what I was looking for. An ideal soil range, the textbook says an ideal soil will have a value of about 700 to 1,000 microsiemens, which I don't think I've seen yet. Like that compost was fairly rich in nitrogen matter, green matter, a lot of manure and coffee grind and whatnot went into it. Fair bit of organic matter, but still pretty good in nutrient matter. So yeah, that just the point I'm making there is that yeah, even like chemical fertilizers sort of have their place, is what I'm trying to say. You need a bit of fertilizer to really get a good soil, a good result from your crop or your plants. Ornamentals will grow fine just in that, but if you want to get a nutritious veggie crop going, you want to give it a bit of fertilizer every now and then. Obviously, you don't want to overdo it with your fertilizers. Like there's a good reason for that. If you just rely on chemical fertilizer, you eventually raise the salt levels in the soil to extreme levels and kill all the microbes in the soil, and that basically kills the soil. That prevents anything from growing in it. It's basically the same as salting the earth. But yeah, you do want to use a bit of chemical, you want to use a mixture of compost, a bit of chemical fertilizer. There are some places that are claiming to be making fertilizers based off of composts, fermenting compost down, but I've yet to compare that to power feed, which is my usual go-to. I'm not paid to sponsor power feed. It's a reasonably good mix of NPK, micronutrients, humus, and it's got liquid compost in it as well, so it acts as a wetter as well. But yeah, just sort of showing you the EC test and yeah, how that works. So the results obviously changing a fair bit. There might be a yeah, I'll just have a quick look, see if it's got a anyway, I'll leave it there. Some of them have an indicator that says when you're meant to take the reading, like a little smiley face or something, but this one doesn't seem to have that, so it's just sitting at whatever level it wants to sit at. This is just a cheap one. The good ones have those. Yeah, so that's how you test for rough nutrient levels. Again, it doesn't tell you exactly what nutrients are in it, but I've got a pretty good idea because I made the compost. It's made of a mixture of macro and micronutrients, so it'll be good stuff. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you on the worksite next time. Bye.